The Pet House was released in April 2021 as part of the Town Hall 14 upgrade. Since then, we now have 11 pets and 140 levels combined, but this wasn't always the case. At Town Hall 14, 4 pets were released. These pets were the Lassie, Electra Owl, Mighty Yak, and the Unicorn. The first pet that you unlocked was the Lassie, and you could level it up to level 10 at Town Hall 14. This pet was best paired with the Royal Champion, and it still is if you are at Town Hall 14 to Town Hall 15. There are better pets at later Town Hall levels, but for now, let's talk about Town Hall 14. The level 10 Lassie could do 240 damage per second and has 3,600 hit points. It will target any building within 2.5 tiles of your hero. I have put together this incredibly in-depth chart here. As you can see, we have 3 categories that we're going to be scoring pets on. Now, we're going to go in pet order, and we are going to put the Lassie right here. The Lassie is not good. You should leave this pet at level 1 where possible. The second pet that you unlock at the Pet House level 2 is the Electra Owl. The Electra Owl is the only flying pet that was released at Town Hall 14. You can level this pet up to level 10. A level 10 Electra Owl will do 145 damage per second and have 2,500 hit points. As the range of the Electra Owl is 6 tiles, pairing it on the Warden makes a lot of sense, as it will typically survive the entire attack. So I would recommend this pet for Town Hall 14 to go onto your Warden. The Electra Owl is an incredibly useful pet at Town Hall 14 and even Town Hall 15. I recommend upgrading this pet at Town Hall 14 and 15. And for that reason, we are putting the owl in the good category. The third pet that you unlock is the Mighty Yak, and this pet does 20 times damage to walls, which is really useful for getting your king into areas. You can upgrade the Yak to level 10 at Town Hall 14, and the damage per second will be 96, and the Yak will have 5,550 hit points. The Yak is best paired with a king, as not only is it tanky, it can also help your king get into wall segments that he would have otherwise struggled with. Unfortunately, the Yak is just not a very useful pet anymore. I would always recommend leaving him at level 1 where possible. And for this reason, we are putting the Yak in the trash category. I'm sorry, Jaden. The Unicorn is a final pet that you unlock at Town Hall 14. This is the only pet at Town Hall 14 that does not do any damage. The max level for the Unicorn is level 10 at Town Hall 14. A level 10 Unicorn will provide 70 healing per second. However, the Unicorn does not have much HP, clocking in at 1,950. This pet's unique ability of being able to heal any hero really assists the Archer Queen, especially on a Queen walk. The Unicorn is incredibly useful for hero walks. I would recommend upgrading this pet, so we're going to put this in the good category. At Town Hall 14, I would recommend upgrading the Unicorn to level 10 and then working on the Electra Owl. Once you've maxed both the Unicorn and the Electra Owl, I would then recommend working on the Yak. I've attached on your screen the order that I would upgrade pets at Town Hall 14 level. Upon the release of Town Hall 15, we received 4 more pets, many of them which now replace the pets that you used at Town Hall 14. The first pet that you unlock is the Frosty. At Town Hall 15, the max level for the Frosty is level 10. A level 10 Frosty would do 130 damage per second and has hit points of 3,300. The Frosty has a very unique ability where it will slow down defenses. I recommend upgrading this pet to at least level 5 as soon as you can, as this will then spawn in 2 Frostmites per summon. This pet can be used on multiple heroes. I would recommend having the Frosty on the King or the Queen, but definitely the King if you can help it. The Frosty is incredibly useful and is still used in most armies at Town Hall 17 and now 18. This pet we are putting in Goat Deer. This pet can help tank and slow down defenses for your hero of choice. The Diggy is a second pet you unlock at Town Hall 15. You can max this pet to level 10 at Town Hall 15, and the Diggy will unlock 5,000 hit points and 150 damage per second. The Diggy has the ability to stun defenses, and as you can see here, at max level, the Diggy can stun buildings for 3 seconds. This might not sound like a lot, but this is incredibly clutch, especially when you attack high damage buildings such as the Town Hall, the Monolith, or the Infernos. I recommend using the Diggy on either the Warden or then the Queen. The Diggy we are also putting in the Goat Tier. The Diggy is incredibly useful, and the 3-second stun is just an absolute game changer, especially on high damage defenses. The Poison Lizard is a third pet that you unlock at Town Hall 15. It has the unique ability to poison enemy heroes and also deal damage to buildings. The maximum level at Town Hall 15 is level 10. At level 10, the Poison Lizard does 280 damage per second and has 1,700 hit points. This pet performs very similarly to a Headhunter. The Poison Lizard we are unfortunately putting in the trash pile. With a Town Hall 18 upgrade, the Poison Lizard has received an additional 5 levels. Potentially, the Poison Lizard could move to the OK category, but for now, we're going to leave it in the trash. The fourth and last pet that you unlock at Town Hall 15 is the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a very unique pet. At level 1, the Phoenix will revive your hero for 6 seconds. However, I recommend maxing this pet as soon as you can. The revive duration is 8 seconds. You can max this pet at Town Hall 15, and this will have 250 damage per second and 4,200 hit points, with the addition being able to revive your hero for 8 seconds. We are going to put the Phoenix in the GOAT category. The Phoenix can be used on the Minion Prince or can be used on the Royal Champion, and the additional 8 seconds of life that it gives your hero is incredible and can really help clutch an attack. At Town Hall 15, I recommend prioritizing the Phoenix and the Frosty, and then moving on to the Diggy, and last but not least, upgrading the Poison Lizard. At Town Hall 16, you finally unlock one of the strongest pets in the game, the Spirit Fox. The Spirit Fox has 10 levels and can be maxed at Town Hall 16. The Spirit Fox will turn your hero invisible every 10 seconds after deploying her. At level 1, the invisibility duration is 3 seconds. However, at level 10, the invisibility duration is 4 seconds. This is incredibly useful as you can pair it with the Invis spell to be used with a Royal Champion and the Invis spell. At level 10, the Spirit Fox has 180 damage per second and 2,800 hit points. The Spirit Fox is best paired with a Royal Champion, although due to her low hit points, you do have to be careful she does not die. I'd recommend maxing this pet as fast as you can. The Spirit Fox is used in 99% of attacks in the current meta, and I don't see this changing at all. And due to this, we are putting the Fox in the GOAT category. The Angry Jelly is the 10th pet that you unlock and the second and last at Town Hall 16. The Angry Jelly has a very unique ability where it will make your hero target only defenses. At Town Hall 16, you can max this pet to level 10. A maxed Angry Jelly will deal 193 damage per second and has hit points of 2,125. Due to this pet's unique ability, your hero will target only defenses, so this pet is best used on the Warden, especially in Warden Walk attacks. And while the Angry Jelly is very useful, it's not used in many armies, only really Warden Walks, so therefore we're only going to put it in the OK bar. At Town Hall 16, I would recommend prioritizing your Fox, as this pet is definitely one of the best in the game. So here, your upgrades are clear. Just focus on the Fox or any previous pets that you haven't had time to do. At Town Hall 17, we unlock the final pet that is currently in the game, the Sneezy. At level 10, the Sneezy can do 450 damage per second and has 4,650 hit points. The Sneezy will not target any defense, yet instead it will summon the boogers. The maximum boogers it can spawn is 2. When the hero that the Sneezy is equipped to dies, the Sneezy becomes enraged and then will attack any building nearby. Due to this unique ability of spawning boogers, it often helps Warden Walks, as the boogers tank for the Warden and other troops. Another useful thing about the boogers is that they tank for air mines, which also protect healers. So if you are using healers in your army, which the majority of you are when using Root Riders, I definitely recommend having the Sneezy equipped on at least one of your heroes. I would personally pair the Sneezy with either the Queen or the Warden. We're also going to put this in the GOAT tier. The Sneezy is incredibly useful for tanking air mines for your healers and also tanking for your Warden in Warden Walks. The Sneezy should be used in most strategies. So those are all 11 pets in the game. If you are Town Hall 17 and have all pets unlocked, this is the order in which I would upgrade your pets. First, of course, has to be Spirit Fox. The Spirit Fox is required to be level 10 so that you can use Spirit Walk. The second pet that I would try to max would be the Frosty. The Frosty is incredibly useful, especially with the King in the Root Rider attacks. If you do use Hydra, I will also put the Phoenix here, as potentially you could switch the two around. Third, I would do the Sneezy. The Sneezy is one of the longest pet upgrades in the game, but it's definitely one of the best pets. The tanking and also the damage once the hero dies is just incredible and an absolute game changer. I would then do the Diggy, which I have personally paired with a Warden in my Root Rider army, which I do have a guide on, which I will link in the description. I still use this army today, and I'm currently perfect in Champions 1. After this, I would do the Angry Jelly. The Angry Jelly does not have many use cases, but it's definitely viable in high skill armies such as Warden Walk. Although in recent times, the Sneezy has replaced the Angry Jelly, just down to the tanking that it offers. Once you've done all of these, I'd recommend doing the Electro Owl. The Electro Owl is still very useful and is one of 3 flying pets, which is incredibly useful for Hydra. Then the final 3 pets are the yak, the lassie, and the poison lizard. The poison lizard has received an additional 5 levels, so it could potentially become stronger in the future. I'd recommend upgrading the poison lizard and the yak and completely leaving the lassie at level 1. And there we have it. We have gone through every single pet, which ones you should upgrade, which ones you shouldn't upgrade, and the priority order. I hope you guys have learned something from this video, and if you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are aiming for 5,000 subscribers. Once we hit 5k, we will finally be on the Supercell Creator Program, which unlocks a ton more features and a lot more content that I'm able to create for you guys. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or join the Discord, which I have linked down in the description, where you can contact me directly. But that is all from me, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day and take care.